So yeah, got a battle here against MiKeY from Poke Community, and he leads off with the Machamp. I lead off with my Uxie. I go for the Psychic while he goes for the D-Punch. A no-guard Machamp, D-Punch is always going to hit, so I get confusion. He withdraws and goes to a Glade, while I go to set up Stealth Rocks hoping I get through the confusion, and I do. And I withdraw and go to my Melodic. He SD's up, I'm think shit. So he goes for the Psycho Cut, and it does more than half, which is not good for me. It does about more than 3/4. So I just go for a Surf thinking it'd do more, but I forgot Glade was especially bulky. I go to my Sharpedo to protect the Psycho Cut, go for a Waterfall, and get the KO on it since I'm Scarfed. He sends up the Blastoise, so I gotta switch out, because Waterfall won't do shit to it. So I go into my Uxie again. He's gonna Rapid Spin my rocks, so I'm thinking shit. He gets lefties, and I use Thunderbolt. That's gonna do more than half, so it would be a 2-hit KO if I had stayed in. But he goes for a Yawn, and I got Parahacks and my T-Bolt. But yeah, he goes for the Yawn, so I gotta get out of there. So I go to Dusknoir. Basically, I know he can absorb any attack he has, and I got lucky here. He sends out the Flygon, which I'm thinking, yes, I'm packing Ice Punch, especially for these Dragon types I know you. So I'm able to take him out in one hit, but at the price of my Dusknoir being toxic, and no, that crit did not matter. He goes into his Celebi, and this thing was just a bitch the whole game. I go for the Ice Punch, it won't do shit. It's basically like -2, but I ended up getting the Freeze Hacks, and he switches out the next turn because Celebi has Natural Cure, but still, he got one nasty plot in, he shouldn't have to. It was a gay hack, basically. But he goes into Machamp, I go into Infernape. He goes for the Bullet Punch because he knows he's going to die to any move I go into. So I go for the safe Close Combat. Since I'm banded, I gotta be locked into something, and I was pretty sure Close Combat could hit anything he had. Then I forgot that he was packing a Zapdos. I'm thinking, shit. So he goes into the Thunderbolt. I go into my Dusknoir. It's gonna do a shitload. I'll barely survive this after Poison. So he's gonna go for another T-Volt. Since he's spec'd, it's gonna take me out. That crit didn't matter, obviously. So I go into my Uxie again. Not sure what he's going to do, but he withdraws and goes back into his Celebi. I'm assuming to set up on me. So, at this point, I'm not really sure what to do, so I withdraw again and go into my Melodic, basically for Death Otter. And he goes into Zapdos again, so I'm thinking whatever, either way, my Melodic's going to be Death Otter. So he goes to T-Bolt, Foddered, Milotic. I didn't get to show off my Sleep Talk set, but whatever. I go back into Infernape and I go for the safe Flare Blitz. I didn't really want to go into a Stone Edge because its accuracy sucks balls. I get a crit there, and me and him discussed this. He did calcs, and it did matter. It would have been a 2-hit KO, but he would have killed me with Thunderbolt the next turn, or that same turn. Anyways, that kind of determined the game. But he goes into Blastoise, protects. I switch in. It's Dragonite. And since he can't protect again, I do Draco Meteor, and it's sure to hit. And he goes into his Celebi. At this point, I'm not sure what he's going to do. So I go into my Sharpedo to take whatever attack he has. And he goes for an Earth Power. It doesn't do too much, not as much as I expected. But I crunch while he nasty plots up. Now this kind of sucked for him, because he probably could have swept if he had actually went for a Recover right there, but he misclicked and went for the nasty plot. So, yeah, that was a good game. I won 4-0, which, it was hacksy on both sides. His mistake with the Celebi kind of sucked, and that crit I got on his Zapdos was, I think, the only crit that really mattered. But it was a really good game. Yeah, I look forward to battling MiKeY again. He's a real good battler, really cool guy. So, yeah, I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Peace, y'all.